10 kitchen appliance brands walked into this investigation. 7 of them are robbing you in broad daylight and calling it innovation. One brand settled a lawsuit rather than tell you what its machines are actually made of. Another one charges $400 for engineering that a $40 alternative matches component for component. And the 3 brands that actually passed every test we ran are not the ones filling up your Instagram feed or sponsoring your favorite cooking show. That gap between what is marketed and what is built is exactly what this investigation is about. Hi, my name is Jefferson, and this is The Kitchen Secrets. What you are about to hear is not a sponsored ranking. No brand paid to be on this list. No brand paid to be left off it either, which, trust me, a few of them probably wish they had. We applied 3 filters to every single brand on this list, and most of them failed before we even got to the good part. The 3 that made it to the end earned it the hard way, with data, with warranties they actually honor, and with construction you can verify with your own hands before you spend $1. The 3 filters. Before we name a single brand, you need to understand how this list was built. 3 filters. Every brand ran through all 3. Most did not make it out the other side. Filter 1 is independently verified durability data, not press releases, not sponsored content. What third-party testing organizations and long-term owner communities document when the cameras are off and the warranty clock is running. Filter 2 is warranty terms that reflect genuine engineering confidence. A 1-year warranty is not a promise. It is a legal minimum. It is a brand telling you in fine print exactly how long they expect the product to survive. Filter 3 is construction transparency. What is it actually made of? Who controls the factory? The brands that control their manufacturing are the only brands that can genuinely stand behind what comes out of it. 10 brands, 3 filters, 7 failures. Here's exactly how it happened. Brand number 10, Ninja. Ninja is the most marketed kitchen appliance brand in America right now. Sit with that for a second, because marketing budget and engineering budget are not the same line item. Ninja products are everywhere. Air fryers, blenders, coffee systems, indoor grills, pressure cookers. That breadth is a business strategy, not an engineering philosophy, and the numbers expose it immediately. There is a standard 1-year warranty across most of the lineup. 1 year. In a category where Vitamix ships with a 10-year warranty, 1 year is not a guarantee. It is a confession printed in fine print that the commercials will never read out loud. Independent repair communities document motor degradation and seal failures between 18 months and 3 years just outside the warranty window. That timing is not accidental. That is an engineered replacement cycle dressed up as innovation. Ninja is a 2 to 3 year appliance masquerading as a kitchen staple. The marketing budget exists to make sure you never do that math. Brand number 9, Instant Pot. Instant Pot became a cultural phenomenon in around 2017. You either owned one, received one as a gift, or had a coworker who would not stop talking about theirs. We all had that coworker. The product works. It handles pressure cooking, slow cooking, sautéing, rice, yogurt, and steaming. The cult following was earned on real utility. That part is not in dispute. Here is what happened after the hype cooled. Instant Brands filed for bankruptcy protection in 2023. The product did not change overnight. The corporate infrastructure behind the warranty, parts availability, and long-term support absolutely did change. A product is only as durable as the company standing behind it. When private equity owns the parent, engineering priorities shift toward margin, not longevity. Instant Pot earned its reputation in a different corporate environment than the one it currently operates in. Buy one for what it does today. Just do not build a 10-year kitchen plan around it. Brand number 8, Cuisinart Appliances. Here I have to make a distinction that most reviewers skip over, and it matters. Cuisinart cookware, specifically the Multiclad Pro line, is one of the best values in the kitchen. Tri-ply construction, stainless cooking surface, near-identical performance to all-clad at 1/3 the price. That product line earns genuine respect. Cuisinart appliances are a different conversation. The toasters, the coffee makers, the food processors, the hand mixers. These products carry the same logo as the cookware, and a very different level of engineering investment underneath. Cuisinart coffee makers have generated enough consumer complaints about control board failures, leaking carafes, and heating element degradation that Consumer Reports has flagged the brand's appliance reliability as inconsistent. That is a polite way of saying the quality control varies enough that you are taking a gamble at the point of purchase. The Cuisinart food processor is the one exception worth noting. The DFP-14 series has a documented track record of multi-decade use, and the company maintains parts availability further out than most competitors. That specific product behaves like old-school appliance engineering. The rest of the lineup behaves like a brand stretching the halo of one good product line across categories it is not fully committed to building for the long term. Buy Cuisinart cookware without hesitation. Buy Cuisinart appliances with very specific research on the exact model, not the brand name. Brand number 7. KitchenAid Small Appliances. The KitchenAid stand mixer is one of the most defensible appliance purchases you can make. It has been hand-assembled in Greenville, Ohio since 1941. All metal gearing. Grade F wire insulation above the industry standard. Real-world reports document 20 to 30 years of service. That product is not in question. The KitchenAid toasters, coffee makers, and hand blenders are absolutely in question. What Whirlpool, which has owned KitchenAid since 1986, figured out is that the stand mixer's reputation is so durable it creates a permission structure for the brand to attach its name to products engineered to a completely different standard. The toaster with the KitchenAid badge is not built like the stand mixer with the KitchenAid badge. The logo is the same. The engineering philosophy is not. KitchenAid small appliances carry 1-year warranties on most models. The build quality on the toaster and hand blender lines draws consistent criticism in long-term owner communities for plastic component failures and motor issues appearing within 18 to 36 months. The aesthetic is premium. The internals are not. The stand mixer justifies the brand's reputation completely. Everything else in the KitchenAid small appliance lineup is borrowing that reputation without matching it. If you are buying KitchenAid, buy the stand mixer. Then, buy your toaster somewhere else. And honestly, do not feel bad about that. Even legends have a B-side. Brand number 6, Breville. Breville is the first brand on this list where the premium pricing has a real engineering argument behind it, and not just a lifestyle campaign doing the heavy lifting. The Australian brand now operates globally through manufacturing partnerships in China, and it builds its reputation on precision engineering in specific categories: espresso machines, smart ovens, and juicers. These are products where Breville invests in proprietary heating systems, PID temperature control, and tighter component tolerances that mid-range competitors do not match. The Breville Barista Express is the most documented example. It has a built-in conical burr grinder, a thermocoil heating system, and pressure control engineering that independent espresso reviewers consistently place above competitors that cost 2 to 3 times as much. That is a legitimate performance gap, not a marketing story. Here is the honest limitation. Breville carries a 1 to 2 year warranty on most products, which for a premium price point is underwhelming. The engineering quality is real, but the warranty confidence does not match what you would expect from a brand charging $300 to $700 for a single appliance. Long-term repair communities also note that Breville parts availability outside major markets can be inconsistent, and that matters when a precision component fails at year 4. Breville earns its price on performance. It does not fully earn it on longevity commitment. It would be number 1 on this list if it matched its engineering investment with a warranty that reflects genuine confidence in what it builds. Brand number 5, DeLonghi. DeLonghi is the name most people land on when they decide they are serious about coffee. but not quite ready to build a home espresso setup from individual components. The Italian branding, the curved chassis, the dials that feel substantial in your hand. DeLonghi is very good at making a coffee machine feel premium before you pull the first shot. The engineering underneath that aesthetic is legitimate in the entry to mid-range espresso category. The thermo-block heating systems heat quickly. The pump pressure is consistent. For a home cook who wants real espresso without a barista certification, DeLonghi delivers the result. The problem surfaces in the super automatic category, the machines that grind, tamp, and brew at the press of a button, and that retail between $800 and $2,000. At that price, DeLonghi's internal component quality, specifically the brew group mechanisms and grinder burrs, draws documented criticism from repair technicians for premature wear relative to price. The machines that cost the most are not always the ones built to last the longest. DeLonghi carries a 2-year warranty in most markets, which is better than the 1-year minimum, but still modest for a product in the 4-figure price range. In the $300 to $500 bracket, DeLonghi is solid value with genuine Italian engineering heritage behind it. Above that, you are paying for the badge more than the build. I say that as someone who genuinely likes the way their machines look on a counter. Style is not nothing. It just should not cost you $800 of false confidence. Brand number 4, Hamilton Beach. Nobody makes a Hamilton Beach reference at a dinner party. Nobody posts their Hamilton Beach blender on a food blog. The brand has essentially zero cultural cachet and a product track record that should embarrass every brand above it on this list. Hamilton Beach appliances operate in the $20 to $80 bracket and consistently outperform competitors at twice the price in long-term reliability testing. The blenders, the slow cookers, the toasters, the coffee makers. These are products built to a no-nonsense engineering standard that prioritizes function and component life over aesthetics and brand positioning. Reliability matters here. The slow cooker line in particular draws consistent multi-decade ownership reports from Buy It for Life communities. Simple heating elements, minimal electronics, no firmware, no app connectivity, no touchscreen waiting to fail, just a ceramic insert, a lid, and a heating coil that does one thing and does it for 15 years without complaint. Longevity shows up in the real world. Hamilton Beach carries limited warranties that are modest on paper, but the real warranty is the replacement cost. When a Hamilton Beach toaster fails at year 5, you spend $35 on a new one. When a Smeg toaster fails at year 3, you spend $250 on the lesson. Hamilton Beach is not glamorous. It is not aspirational. It is an appliance company that decided the product was the point and stuck with that decision for over 100 years. That stubbornness is worth more than any influencer campaign I have ever seen. Brand number 3, Vitamix. Now we are into the 3 brands that passed every filter, and Vitamix gets to be on this list because of one number, 10 years. That is the full warranty Vitamix ships on certain blender lines. The typical mass-market blender warranty is 1 year. Vitamix is making a 10-fold commitment gap and backing it with an industrial motor that repair technicians document running without failure under daily commercial-grade use for 15 years or more. The Vitamix bases are heavy in a way that communicates something before you turn the machine on. Cast metal housing, industrial-style switches, cooling fan systems that manage motor temperature under sustained load. This is not a polite countertop appliance. It is a machine designed to be punished every single morning and come back for more. The 10-year warranty is Vitamix staking its entire margin on the belief that the blender will still be running a decade from now under daily use. When a company does that, it is not a marketing decision. It is an engineering calculation. They have run the numbers on failure rates, and they are confident enough in those numbers to write a 10-year promise into the purchase agreement. In 2024, Vitamix reported that less than 2% of units required warranty service. In years 1 through 5, less Then 2%. That is not a promise. That is a track record. Brand number 2, Bosch. Bosch dishwashers are engineered for a 10 to 15 year lifespan, slightly above the industry average of 9 to 12 years. That number matters, but it is not the number that actually tells the story. Miele Appliance tracked over 33,000 first-year service calls across every major appliance brand and found Bosch consistently among the brands with a service rate under 10%. This was not self-reported, not a press release. Those service calls were counted by a company that profits from appliances breaking down. When the repair shop says your brand rarely needs repairs, that is the most honest endorsement in the industry. Bosch dishwashers run at 44 decibels or below on their quietest models. For context, normal conversation registers at 60 decibels. A Bosch dishwasher running at full cycle is quieter than the room you are sitting in right now. That is not an accident. That acoustic engineering requires sealed motors, vibration dampening components, and insulation systems that add cost and reflect a manufacturing priority. You do not build a quiet machine by cutting corners. The door latches are robust, the racks are flexible, the electronics are well sealed against the moisture environment that kills lesser dishwashers from the inside out. Bosch does not promise 20 years. It promises 10 to 15 and then lets third-party data confirm it delivers. In a market full of brands making claims nobody ever checks, Bosch is the rare company that holds up when someone else does the counting. Brand number 1, Miele, 5,600 cycles. Write that number down somewhere. Miele runs every dishwasher through 5,600 wash cycles in their own test lab before a single unit ships to a customer. 5,600 cycles is the equivalent of 280 cycles per year over 20 years. 2 decades of daily use compressed into lab time. Not simulated on paper, not modeled in software. Actually run, actually measured, actually passed before the product gets a Miele badge on the front panel. Lab. The corporate motto is immer besser, forever better. And Miele does not use that phrase in a tagline. They use it as an engineering specification. The 20-year test standard is the operational definition of forever better. It is not aspirational language. It is a production requirement. Forever. Miele Appliance's 33,000 service call dataset places Miele among the brands with a sub 10% first-year service rate, which means the lab standard is not theoretical. It translates directly to real-world reliability when the machine leaves the factory and enters your kitchen. The lab produces the number, and the field confirms it. Confirms. In person, Miele appliances feel overbuilt in a way that is almost startling. The oven door hinges resist wobble with a solidity that makes every other oven door you have ever touched feel like a suggestion. The dishwasher racks deploy on telescopic rails that move without friction after years of daily loading. The controls are precise. The seals are tight. Every tactile detail signals a product built to a standard the rest of the industry quietly abandoned, sometime around 1980. Overbuilt. Miele is not cheap. An entry-level Miele dishwasher starts around $1,000. Their ranges and refrigerators climb significantly higher. But here is the math nobody runs. A $900 appliance replaced every 9 years costs $100 per year. A Miele at $1,200 running for 20 years costs $60 per year. The expensive appliance is cheaper. It just requires a longer attention span than most marketing campaigns are designed to support. Cheaper. While every other brand on this list is selling you an appliance, Miele is selling you 20 years of proof, not a warranty clause, not a promise, a documented, repeatable, independently confirmed test that every single product must pass before it ships. No other kitchen brand operates at this standard. Not one. 20 years. Here is the through line of this entire investigation. It is simpler than any of the brands want you to believe. The kitchen appliance industry is built on replacement cycles, disguised as innovation. New colors, new features, new touchscreens on products that worked perfectly well with a dial. Every unnecessary update is an opportunity to sell you the same product again in 3 years, when the software stops updating, or when a proprietary seal fails just outside the warranty window. The 3 brands that passed every filter, Vitamix, Bosch, and Miele, share one thing that has nothing to do with price. They made an engineering decision to build the product to last, and then backed that decision with a promise you can actually hold them to. A 10-year warranty, third-party service data, 20 years of simulated use before the box closes. Everything else is marketing. And marketing, as this list proves 7 times over, is not a material specification. My name is Jefferson. This is The Kitchen Secrets. If this investigation saved you from a single bad purchase, hit subscribe, because the next one exposes the 5 kitchen gadgets that every food influencer is pushing right now. And not one of them will survive your kitchen past year 2. Number 3 is already in your cabinet.